All of us dream of escaping and discovering adventure in exotic lands. One of the lands that conjures up thoughts of such travel is Brazil. In our industry, the jewelry field, travel to Brazil ties in naturally and directly with our profession. We are firm believers in first-hand experience. What better way to know a subject than to actually experience it yourself? So, with an instinctive love for colored gemstones and a determination to know more, we decided to travel to the country that yields the highest concentration of colored gems in the world today, Brazil. Brazil is a large and varied country. We'll focus briefly on the area with the highest concentration of gemstones, the state of Minas Gerais, which is located in the southeast central portion of the country. The name Minas Gerais means general mines. Probably the most exciting mining area that we visited was the Capoeirana Emerald Mines in the state of Minas Gerais. The Capoeirana mine is located in a mere 4-hectare land lot near Nova Era and was discovered in 1988, and ever since has been producing the best emeralds mined in Brazil. Mining is accomplished by shafts dug into the earth until a schist vein is encountered. The vein is followed, creating subterranean chambers. Access to the chambers is by leather straps fixed around the thighs, and descent is made by a rope activated manually or by electric motors. Schist is removed by ropes and buckets and then sorted above ground by chipping away the host rock in search of the coveted gemstone, emerald. The Belmont Emerald Mine is only a short drive, but a totally different operation. Originally a farm, they've been mining for emerald since 1978. For the above-ground mining, they use heavy equipment to strip tons of soil off the side of the hill, then terracing to keep the rain from washing emeralds into the nearby stream. When the area is depleted of emeralds, it is painstakingly returned to the natural state. The goal of the Belmont mine is to leave the environment as it originally was, once the emeralds have been mined. Hundreds of core samples are taken to determine the best place to mine. They mine exclusively by blasting because the rock is too hard and the emerald too scarce to make it economical to mine by hand. From the main shaft they have tunnels or levels going horizontally along the ore body and sub-levels that go upward from the main tunnels. Large underground mining equipment moves the ore, and massive drilling rigs prepare the next area for blasting. Once the rock gets to the processing plant, powerful jets of water separate the material. Carried by water and conveyor belts, the material goes through automated sorting and crushing operations in preparation for a final machine that detects the emerald crystals. This machine is the latest in mining technology, using computerized cameras and jets of air to pick out the emeralds on the fly.
We're at the Belmont Emerald Mine, the most technically advanced emerald mine in Brazil.
This mine produces some of the most beautiful emeralds in the world.
The mine produces about 10 kilos of emeralds per month, of which only about 20% are good quality. Ouro Preto is a 17th century colonial city that seems to be frozen in time and surrounded by the mountains and mines. Fittingly, the region is also home to one of Brazil's most beautiful gemstones, imperial topaz. Imperial topaz happens to be one of the most valuable gemstones because of its beauty and its rarity. The Capão mine has been in operation for 32 years, with pits opened and then covered over as they're mined out. A bulldozer at the bottom of the pit pushes loose soil to one of the two dragline scrapers, huge metal scoops that are hauled by a mechanized pulley system to the top of the pit. There, the dirt is washed away using high-power water jets, and then a jig sorts the remaining rocks by size and feeds the smaller pieces onto a sorting belt where the hand sorting takes place.
Hi, this is the Capão Imperial Topaz Mine, the only Imperial Topaz mine left in the world. This is the sorting belt that separates the topaz.
At Kapau, they wash about 400 tons of dirt a day, or 8,000 tons a month, which yields about 30 kilograms of topaz. Since Kapau is the only commercially viable mine producing these gemstones, if you can find an imperial topaz, it most likely came from Kapau. Leaving the city of Governor Valadares behind, we head into the countryside on our way to the village of Galilea to visit the Navigator and the Itachiaya mines. The road, well, it's more of a trail to the mine, heads right into, then up the side of the mountain. The primary product of the Navigator mine is feldspar, but pockets of tourmaline and aquamarine are buried in the other minerals. The mine consists of large inclined shafts down to massive chambers with stone pillars holding the roof of the chambers. Heavy equipment and blasting is used to move the bulk of the rock. Once a pocket of garnets and tourmaline is found, great care is taken opening the pocket by hand. In the afternoon, we visit the Itachiaya mine. In a location almost as remote as the Navigator mine, the Itachiaya mine requires a long hike along a walking trail. No heavy equipment is used in the Itachiaya mine. The way in is a long, narrow adit that is supported with timber sets and partially filled with water. Nearly horizontal mine passageways open up and follow the mineral deposits in hope of finding gemstone pockets. With a diverse variety of minerals, the main extraction of the Itachiaya mine happens to be blue and green tourmaline, and all the colors of the species beryl, including the varieties of aquamarine and emerald. However, columbite, quartz, feldspar, and mica are also produced in this prolific and amazing mine. Now back to Governor Valadares, to the cutting and buying center. We start with a cutting factory tour. The first stage is inspection of the rough crystal. Then the stone is sawed to the proper shape. In most gem sawing, a thin circular blade literally scratches its way through a gemstone. The blade, usually composed of steel, copper, or a bronze alloy, is impregnated along the outer edge with diamond grit and rotating at several thousand surface feet per minute. After a gemstone is sawed and ground to the desired shape and sanded to remove rough marks left by coarser grits, it is usually polished to a mirror-like finish to aid light reflection from the surface of the stone. Very fine grades of diamond can be used to polish a wide variety of materials, but other polishing agents work well in many instances. Different stones are often very inconsistent in their ease of polishing, particularly in the case of faceted stones, so gem cutters are often very inventive in trying new combinations of polishing agents and polishing surfaces. The polished gemstone is the combination of the artistry of nature and that of the skilled gemstone cutter. We have an amazing opportunity to select gemstones right off the polishing wheel. We are in the buying rooms of the Sabag Group. A jeweler would normally buy a colored gemstone from a wholesaler who bought it from an importer who purchased it from here. You can see the automatic price advantage in buying directly from the Sabag Group. But with price aside, the selection is unbelievable. With so many variables in colored gemstones, different hues of color, clarity, and shapes, some stones just look better. A lot better. These are the best of the best, 1 in 100, or even 1 in 1,000, where everything has just come together to make a premier gemstone.
We knew the quality and selection of gemstones in Brazil would be truly amazing, but this selection surpassed even our expectations.
Visiting 6 distinct unique mines gave us a new appreciation for colored gems.
The knowledge and appreciation of the gemstone trade and everything that goes into the production of a gemstone is something that will stay with us. The beautiful Brazilian gemstone inventory we acquire and will maintain is an asset that sets us apart. The relationships with the miners, cutters, and dealers give us a clear advantage that we would never have without traveling directly to the source.